Hey everybody, how y'all doing? This is Carla Widenix with today's inspiration, and as always, I'm here to encourage you as you're on your journey and to remind you that you can live every day on purpose. Are you overwhelmed, feel boggled down, burning out or burnt out, or you just at the end of the rope and you just don't know how you're going to do everything that you need to do? One thing I've learned, and I do tend to overextend myself, and so I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to myself. But I am happy to say that I'm learning as I go along. I've learned that I can't do it all. I can't do it all now. I'm a habitual note writer. I have notes everywhere. If you go to my office, I have sticky notes all over. I write notes. I write things down all the time. And one thing I always do as well, and I've done this for a long time, was to do my to-do notes. What I need to do. And I used to do it the day before. So when I walk in the office the next day, I could just get to it. But I do that sometimes, but not as much because it gets done. I do it because sometimes things change. Sometimes even before I get into the door of my office, things change. So, but I used to write down and probably had about 20 things down for each day. I learned I'm not going to do it all. And when I write all of that down and I can't complete everything, it bothers me. It worries me. It upsets me. It frustrates me and it stresses me out. Why put myself through that agony? I finally realized. So I basically just put down, I try to keep it five or less, but I try to do three, no more than three of the top priority things I need to do. Now, you might be like me as well as saying, well, everything is priority. Everything is top priority. I totally understand. Trust me. That's the story of my life. That's how it's always been where I work. Everything is priority, just about. So how do you prioritize the priority? But you can't. All you have to do is put it down and be realistic. Do what you can. Yes, do it and do it well. Don't shun away from it. But if you cannot finish it, don't kick yourself. Don't stress yourself out because you're only one person and you cannot do everything. Especially, when it's a team dynamic, when there's others, you cannot do it all. And even if you're a one person pony, if it's just you, you really can't do it all. You can't do everything every single day. There's only a certain amount of hours that you have to work, and you shouldn't be working beyond your capacity. You shouldn't do it because you're not going to do your best and you're not going to do well and you're not going to finish everything and you're just going to be more stressed out. So learn to be realistic as you can be, and let it go. The biggest thing I'm finding, this is the biggest thing I want to stress, is don't let it stress you out. Don't let it drive you crazy because you'll be stressed out, going crazy, and guess what? It's still there. It is still there, and it will still be there. And it's not the end of the world. The earth isn't going to open up and you be swallowed up. It's not going to happen. So do your best. Always do your best. But realize you are human and you have your limits and you have boundaries. Use them. Don't let it drive you crazy. God bless you. This is Carla Widenix with today's inspiration. And how you doing? This is Carla Widenix with today's inspiration. I just want to impact upon somebody. I just want to impress upon somebody to know that God's in control. God is in control. I cannot say that enough. God is in control. We need to allow him to do what he's going to do without us becoming all unglued. I know that might be easier said than done. I do tend to overreact. I overdo everything. I overthink things. I overreact. I'm an overachiever. I really am. But that's not good. That's not good because it's just overtaxing me when God's already taken care of it. You may not see it right now, but you will. And this is what faith is all about, is believing without seeing. Believing and knowing that he's going to do it. If you see it done, you don't need faith. But if it's not completed, if you're waiting on it, you need to have faith. And then be patient and wait. Scripture tells us wait on the Lord. Again, I say wait on the Lord. That's really all you can do, because you know what? Whether you have faith or not, you're still gonna have to wait. Because what can you do? What can you do? If you can't make it happen, what can you do? So you might as well just have faith and relax, or worry about it and be upset. Which one do you rather? I know when I'm upset, when I worry, I have a headache, I don't feel good, might have an upset stomach. Just it's not a good feeling. So you might as well just have faith and know that it's done. Maybe you don't know how, maybe you don't know when, maybe you don't know where, but God is not blind to you. God knows what's going on. God sees. And in fact, it's already done. It's already done. It just has not been manifested yet. But it's already done. And God knows that he's not worried. You think he's worried? Think he's scratching his head and saying, well, what am I going to do? Or how am I going to help my child? We as human beings might do that. I know myself personally. Yeah, I feel very bad when I can't help my children. When I can't do for them what they need, or what I think they need, or what we think they need, or what they think they need. That worries me. It upsets me. As a mom, it drives me crazy. But I have to learn, even as mom, to just trust God. I'll say, Lord, my child, you have my child in your hand. So put it in his hand and leave it there. Let it go and let him work it out. God bless you. This is Carla Y. Nix with today's inspiration.